Hey everybody, it's me, Jeff Kennedy, Space Surfer, back with another hot off the press. Now, if you saw our last episode, we made this shirt right here, and it was supposed to be a barn with abstract coloring over the barn, but it really turned out to be just more abstract coloring with very little subtle amount of barn in it. So tonight's show is a little bit more detailed, and we're gonna try another. This is kind of why I do the episodes, just because I want to show you. I don't consider this a success. I just don't. I think it's okay. It's some shirt that somebody will wear, but if you're like, what? Oh, wow! I see the barn, and this is the grassy meadow, and this is the blue sky. Sure, and green trees. I'm glad you do because I don't think the average person does. So tonight we're doing architectural topiaries, combination of juxtaposition. Like very architectural black and white building, and then these green topiary animals. And then I'm going to use this leftover color print that I have here, and we're going to do a redo. You guys are going to give me a chance to, totally redeem myself. Isn't that what they say, right? So here we go. Let me set this thing up. Now I'm using this tacky paper now for these all over prints. And I just like, number one, I like dimensional images on my shirts because the dimensional images, they're just that. They're kind of all over the place. There's no straight angles to them. And there's lots of just very cool, like MC Escher type flow to the patterns. So, I'm a big fan. And, you can do whatever you're into as well. It's, sky's the limit. But, this idea in particular is kind of something I've had for a while, where it's like, I just like the gardens that are presented in front of a lot of like Chicago buildings and, topiaries from like, we're from the Florida area. So Magic Kingdom obviously has Mickey Mouse and all these different ideas. So we got topiaries growing here in the background and just like what you can do and shape bushes into, which I can barely grow some plants. So that's not my thing completely, but to wear a shirt that's got like, animal shaped topiaries and a big old building on it. And then we're going to plaid layer the different floors on the building that are going to be in totally different colors. So I think it's going to come out super great. Hang tight with me. We are doing dye sublimation, 400 degrees, 60 seconds on the press. This press is just about done. We'll do a 3, a 2, a 1. And YouTube's came in super handy, because I figure I can show them all these crazy antics and things we do, in front of people. And dye sublimation, as I said, it's healthy as it comes. You can make this stuff at home. Biggest downfall is that you do use a little bit of paper that you have to throw away. Probably can be used for like birdcage litter, things like that, Great for, shipping materials, things like that if you want to shred it. But other than that, you're not really, creating a big mess. You're not doing like tie-dye per se with big buckets of dye and dipping and rubber bands and dirty hands. This is a super clean process, and you can even do tie-dye. I haven't done that episode because you can find that on YouTube. It's quite common, whereas like topiaries in architecture now, all over shirts, not quite every day, right? And this one in particular is just like right up my alley. I do everything kind of oversized, and it's mainly just because I bought this large scale printer. And, you start out with these ideas, like I'm going to make complete jerseys, like in memory of shirts and all this stuff with clouds and crazy writing. And I can do that, but like I haven't completely figured out sleeves. I actually don't like when the shirts are perfect. They just look like they were popped out of a machine, as they are in dye sub, But when you do dye sub this way, it's like this very, very, customized way. And the sky's the limit, as far as color, the amount of colors. There is no setup time. It's literally find your image, edit it down, get to where you're happy with it, make sure there's no pixelization, and print it. And I'm probably giving you a couple tips there too. And once you got it, like all the shirts on the channel, we'll reveal them in front of you. So I'm about to mess this shirt up, perhaps kind of like I did this one, in my opinion. But first, we're going to reveal it to you. Hot off the press. This should be super cool. Ooh, smoking right in my face. Hopefully some really cool topiaries there at the bottom. Ow. Teddy bears. A giraffe. Just crazy. And then this weird building. And stay tuned. We're not quite done. We're going to do one more press on this thing. And I'll see you right back. Now at this point in time, you might be saying, what are you thinking, Jeff? That's stupid. And maybe it is. But I took this thing right here. Crazy. Cut it right up. Because I'm not going to use it. It was a little undersized. And then I've put these plaid images on the balconies. And I can't wait to try this one. I'm pretty hopeful. I think this one's going to do better than the last one. And you're going to get to find out with me. Let me make sure I use clean paper. You know, the last thing I want to do in the middle of a shirt is use old butcher paper. It holds ink just from the off-gassing and the pressing of the image. And I recommend that you change it out. You know, it's just a better safe than sorry thing. For me, I spend about $7, $8 on the blanks that I use just because I really like these next level tees. But that's a personal preference. You know, the $3, $4 tees, most of those work quite well. Gildan, Hanes, all those shirts are great. But my preference are the next level tees. Bella also makes this shirt that's called Viscose. That's about $8 or $9. Pricey me. But yeah, I try to do that for this show shirts in case you're wondering what shirts I'm specifically using to get this result. It's a next level shirt, 60/40. And yeah, this stuff is super fun. If you're interested in getting a shirt from me, or if you have questions about dye sublimation, anything, please reach out in the comments. This is going to be cool. I've done like something similar to this. I could be totally wrong. Hang tight. Okay, and here we have it. Now, we should be able to tell through the tackiness of the paper whether or not we missed any. You know, if they happen to be not tacky to the shirt, then you'll kind of know. They're pretty tacky though. Yeah, and just these little color pops. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna start over here. All throughout the shirt. Woo. This is why they call it hot off the press. I'll be back with the shirt on for you guys in just 1 second. Hang tight. And here we have the final shirt. This one came out really good. You can see the topiary animals in the bottom that are just like bushes or maybe animals, right? And then this big, huge building with all the multicolored plaid balconies. I hope you like the dimensional aspect of the shirt and the fun we're having making the show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.